What's up, guys? Cat Daddy Crypto here. You know what I need you to do. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay up to date with news around Kaspa and Kaspa's ecosystem, as well as the rest of the crypto market. Subscribe and like this video. Let's get it. Alright guys, today we're going to talk about wallets. And I kind of want to go over what's available out there, as well as kind of what I perceive as being the better of the wallets out there that we can use for Kaspa. There's a couple of new ones too that are now available that I have downloaded, looked into, and I'll let you guys know what they are and whether I like them or not. So we're going to go over every Kaspa wallet that I know of. Let me know in the comments section if I miss anything that you guys are aware of that maybe I don't know about yet. So we're going to start here with the KasWare wallet. This is a fairly new-ish wallet that kind of popped up during the KRC20 launch and was really the only wallet that was able to mint KRC20 tokens when they first launched. So a lot of you guys probably have downloaded this wallet or have it, maybe have some money on it. It did have a couple of issues right at the beginning, but the network was overloaded and they have since fixed the issue with an update. So we'll start here with the user interface. I can't really move this wallet anywhere else other than right up here, so just take a look above my head. The user interface is decent and you are able to send and receive as well as swap. You can mint KRC20 tokens as well in this section here by clicking these four little squares down here in the middle on the bottom. I still have some tokens in this wallet. So far, so good. They seem to be safe. And like I said, the interface is user-friendly for the most part, but they only have a Chrome extension. And I would love to see any of these wallets out here finally get a mobile version with an app so we can download it and use it on our phone, because that is what everybody uses nowadays. Not everybody is stuck in front of a computer all day and is able to open up wallets and swap tokens or trade or whatever they're doing. Most people use their phones at this point in time. So KasWare, if you hear me, mobile wallet. Overall, it's an okay wallet. It's a hot wallet, so you've got to be careful. They are more easily hacked than a cold storage wallet. We'll talk about some of those as well in a few minutes. But I would say overall, KasWare is a decent wallet. If you need to send or receive, the biggest plus with this wallet is it's got the swap feature as well as the minting feature, right? So you're able to do quite a few things in this wallet. You're able to receive tokens, you're able to send tokens, and you're able to swap tokens. You're also able to mint tokens. So it covers all the basis of what I would consider a good utility wallet for anything that you need to do Kaspa-wise, okay? Let me reiterate here, though, that hot wallets in general, you don't want to keep a lot of money on, because I mentioned earlier that they are more hackable than cold storage wallets. So if you're going to be using a hot wallet, make sure you are not storing your life savings on them, okay? You're just sending them to this wallet to swap or to send and receive, or maybe mint some tokens, and then potentially moving them off of this wallet, or at least the majority of it, into a cold storage wallet, okay? Overall, KasWare is a decent wallet. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Caspium wallet. Caspium wallet is also a hot wallet, one of the OGs, one of the first wallets to ever come about for Kaspa. This is, between this and the KDX wallet, they're very similar, if not the same wallet. You can actually upload private keys into both of them and open up either one. But it was either the Caspium or the KDX wallet that I originally stored my Kaspa in from mining because it was the only one available. So it's one of the OGs as far as wallets go on Kaspa. Now it does have a mobile and the Chrome browser extension setup, so that you can have the wallet and the app on your phone, which is a plus for this wallet. The negatives, though, are that you can only send and receive. You cannot swap, you cannot do anything else but receive tokens or send them out. So it's got its limitations, but it is a nice solid wallet if that is all that you are doing, right? I also feel safe with this wallet because it is one of the OGs. and it's been here for a while. It is still a hot wallet, so you've got to be careful. I do have a little bit of Kaspa in this wallet. This is just where my mining rewards are going right now, and I'm getting very little of them at this point in time because the hash rate has gone up and there's just more miners in the system, and the block rewards have gone down. So all in all, my KS0, which I've had for a while now, is barely getting anything every other month. But that's not the point of this video. The interface is a little more techy looking. It's not as user friendly, but it does give you everything that you need. You can check your transactions, you can debug, you can check the network. But just keep in mind that you can only send and receive. You cannot swap anything around. You cannot mint any tokens. There's no stable coins that can be sent here to swap around anything. So it's very limited, but it is an OG, and it's a decent wallet if all you're doing is sending, receiving, or holding money in that wallet. And you don't need to do any of that extracurricular activity type of stuff. Okay? Decent wallet. I still use it for a little bit of Kaspa here and there. But again, remember it's a hot wallet. You got to be careful with it. It is more hackable than cold storage wallets. Okay, moving on. We're going to take a look at the Castle wallet. Castle with a K. This is a brand new wallet that I had some high hopes for because I like the name, and the user interface looked good when I was looking at some of these posts here from Castle on their Twitter page. I downloaded the wallet, set up my private key. You can see right above my head here. And again, I like the interface. It looks similar to the Phantom wallet to an extent, but it's limited because all I see in here is sending and receiving. So it's another hot wallet that you can only send and receive Kaspa tokens to. Maybe they'll upgrade to something, the swapping feature and the minting feature at some point later on. I don't know. But as of right now, I don't know. Well, it kind of depends on, your cup of tea, on what kind of user interface you like. But this basically does the exact same thing as the Caspium wallet, which has been around forever, which I would technically feel more comfortable using, but that's just me. If these guys can get a mobile version of this wallet, as well as the swapping and the minting features, then this jumps up the charts for me drastically as far as something that I would use on a fairly regular basis. Okay, but as of right now, like I said, all you can do is send and receive, so it's not anything better than the Caspium wallet. It just has a little bit better and more, I guess, user-friendly interface that looks like, the more modern wallets that we're using nowadays. But as of right now, I'm not going to be using this unless they can upgrade the features in the wallet. Nonetheless, it's another option. It is new, and it's nice that people are building on Kaspa and creating new wallets, right? Eventually, we're going to get the holy grail of wallets where it meets all of the standards that I want to see when it comes to an everyday use of a hot wallet that I would be using, trading, all that kind of stuff. Okay? So let's cancel out this wallet, and we are going to jump into the Ghost wallet. Now, this one is almost perfect. And if we open it up here above my head, it has a nice user interface, right? Easy to use, big buttons here. It has the swap feature. Well, you can send and receive like any other wallet. It has the swap feature and it has a mint feature, right? And they're all labeled right up at the top here. It's got a nice black interface with the teal buttons, okay? You can use the swapping feature. You can enter a ticker and use the minting feature, and back at the home. This also reminds me of the Phantom wallet for Solana, which is by far the best wallet out there in the space, hands down, no questions asked. Okay? If anybody can replicate that on the Kaspa network, they are going to win the most popular, most usable wallet in this ecosystem. I guarantee it. Now, the one thing that this is missing is a mobile app. Okay? This wallet, one of the, the lead or one of the lead developers in this wallet is actually Crypto Galaxy. And I commend him for a good job as far as creating the wallet. Now, I know a lot of you guys also follow Crypto Galaxy. I want you to spam his chat in his next video, and I want to see a mobile version of this wallet. If that happens, there's a solid chance that it catches fire and it is the most used wallet in the Kaspa ecosystem. So, Crypto Galaxy, if you're hearing this, get a mobile version of the Ghost wallet out in the atmosphere. Please. All in all, excellent wallet. They claim to be fully open sourced, and there obviously is a seed phrase. So you have your own keys in hand. Nobody else owns them. So it sounds like safety and security is on point with this wallet as well. Everything that I want to see in a wallet is perfectly done here. I just would love to see a mobile version. And that is what's going to set apart all of these wallets from the rest. Okay? And this would be the perfect scenario for the Ghost wallet and Crypto Galaxy to make that happen. So as far as hot wallets go, these are the selections. This is what's available. Let me know if there's anything else down in the comment section, but this is all I can find. This is all I know as far as right now, besides exchange wallets, and I think maybe Trust Wallet. I know Binance might have added Kaspa to the Trust Wallet. I'm not sure. I don't use the Trust Wallet. I've had it before. I don't like it, but that might be an option for some people. It might not be completely live until they end up listing Kaspa, and then you'll be able to store and buy Kaspa from that wallet. I don't know, but as far as, Kaspa, dedicated Kaspa-centric wallets, these are the ones that I can find out there on the market. Ghost Wallet being by far the best wallet that I can see, in my opinion, out there right now, because it has all the features and it's got a great user interface, easy to use, very clear, and right in your face. We just want to see the mobile version of this wallet out in the atmosphere. And then it will get a 10 out of 10 score from myself. Now, let's move off of the hot wallets here and let's jump into the cold storage wallet, because there's a few here. First one being Ledger. Ledger is one of the bigger wallets, most popular, been around for a while, cold storage hardware wallets out there on the market. It's a little more expensive, and it's kind of tricky to use for somebody who's new to crypto. There's a lot of steps involved to set it up and to send crypto and receive crypto to the wallet. I haven't used a Ledger in a while. I took all my crypto off of that over a year ago because they had some backdoor issues, and the owner of the company had said at one point that if any government asked them for a backdoor to take somebody's crypto, then they would have to fold and let said government access to your crypto through a backdoor, which didn't sit well with me, kind of scared me. I don't want that thought in the back of my mind when I am storing my crypto on a cold storage wallet, because it's supposed to be the safest, most secure, sleep well at night scenario, and that just wasn't when I heard that. So I took all my crypto off of that. Kaspa is on the Ledger, though, for anybody who's used to it, likes it. I mean, the chances of what I just mentioned happening is probably very slim, especially if you're not a criminal and you're not doing anything wrong. They're probably not going to take your crypto. But the fact that it's there and they can, and they said they would, is a little bit of a red flag to me. But it's there for those of you who like the Ledger and able to be stored there. Okay, so moving on, OneKey. OneKey is also a pretty solid cold storage wallet. It's integrated with a lot of variety of cryptos so that you can store a vast amount of crypto on this wallet. The user interface is a little bit more difficult to use. It can be a little confusing for a new person, but all in all, it's a good wallet. I have one myself, and I keep some crypto on it because I like to diversify into multiple different wallets so that if something happens to one of them, 100% of my life savings, or crypto life savings, is not just gone. you still have some on, another wallet where you can at least salvage something, okay? So I use multiple different wallets and then multiple different of the same kind of wallet as well. And I just mix things around so that if something happens, to one wallet, then I'm not completely at zero starting over. I do suggest that to people as well, if you can afford to, and if you have the time, I guess, to buy multiple wallets. You can buy multiple different types of wallets. You can buy multiple OneKeys. You can buy multiple ledgers. You can buy multiple Tangems, which we're going to talk about next. And then just kind of split your crypto, certain amounts into certain different wallets, just as a safety measure. So, it's kind of like a shoebox. You put all your money into a shoebox and you hide it away in your closet. If somebody takes that one shoebox, breaks into your house, takes that one shoebox, then all of your money is gone. All of your life savings is gone. And obviously this is a weird comparison because most people are not keeping their life savings in a shoebox on the top shelf of their closet at this point in time. But nonetheless, it makes the point, right? If you had a lot of money and you hid it in 4 different shoeboxes in 4 different areas, one buried in the crawl space under your house, one in the closet, one somewhere else, and somebody steals one of your shoeboxes with money in it, then you still have 3 or 4 shoeboxes left with a good portion of your money, and it's not all gone by this person taking that one shoebox with all of your money in it. Okay, I know it's a weird comparison, but it works. And I guess the moral of it is diversify, right? Diversify your funds into multiple different wallets for safety reasons, okay? But all in all, OneKey is a solid wallet. I recommend it, and it's a good, strong, safe, cold storage wallet. And like I mentioned before, it accepts almost every crypto you can imagine. So you have a lot of flexibility on what you can store in there. And it does have a mobile app as well. Mobile and desktop app. So you can use it on either phone or computer. And lastly, we're going to talk about the Tangem wallet because this is my favorite wallet. It's the cheapest out of the bunch, as well as the easiest to set up, very easy for beginners, and it also has a huge array of cryptos that you can store in this wallet. So the flexibility, again, for what you want to store is massive. All it takes is an NFC card that you tap to the back of your phone, and it gives you access to your wallet. Nobody can hack or get into your wallet unless they physically have that card that's linked to that wallet, as well as your 2FA thumbprint or password. You have to have both or you can't get into the wallet. So it's very secure and it's very safe unless you lose your card. But even if you lose your card and somebody has it, they're not going to be able to get into your wallet because of your thumbprint. Nobody else has your exact thumbprint out there, and your wallet will not open for them. Anytime you need to send money out of a Tangem wallet, you also have to have that card tapped to the back of your phone and your thumbprint as well, or money cannot leave that wallet. So very safe and secure. And like I said before, it is cheap and it is very user-friendly. Very good interface. Everything about it I like. And that is where I keep the majority of my crypto, on multiple different Tangem wallets. So I put my money where my mouth is when it comes to wallets, okay? When it's all said and done here, the winners in both categories, hot wallets and cold storage wallets, is the Ghost wallet easily wins the hot wallet scenario, okay? Very easily, in my opinion. We just need a mobile version, and it is a 10 out of 10 in my book. Hopefully that comes soon. Cold storage wallet is the Tangem. Because of the price, because of the user-friendly for beginners setup process and transferring money into it process, it gets a 10 out of 10 from me. The only downfall to the Tangem wallet is that there is no desktop app. So it's only done on your phone, but the negative is less in that scenario because most people use their phone anyway nowadays. So the other way around is a little more difficult because you got to be stuck to a computer, whereas the Tangem is only on a phone, but like I said, most people only use their phone nowadays. So I don't knock it all that many points for that specific reason. So Ghost Wallet, Tangem Wallet, two best wallets in my opinion for Kaspa. I also like the Caspium wallet just because it's an OG, but you can only send and receive Kaspa in that wallet. You can't do any of the other fun functions. So it doesn't pass the bill in those categories. As far as the Tangem wallet goes, you guys, if you want to get yourself a Tangem wallet, and I highly recommend that you do if you don't have one, link down in the description for the official Tangem website. And if you use code CATDADDY at checkout, you get 10% off of your purchase. Let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite wallet to use? What wallets do you guys use on a regular basis? Do you use a wallet that I didn't mention that I may not have known about? Let me know down below. And also, don't forget, spam Crypto Galaxy's chat on his next video about the mobile version of the Ghost wallet. I would love to see that soon. In the meantime, guys, continue to pack your damn bags before it's too late. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.